But we can't get those things on our own. Raul helped build this organization with the understanding that the diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio, is your strength.
Oh, Bogotas. That's obviously First Lady Jill Biden, who is speaking at a Progressive Unidos annual conference in San Antonio, Texas, and just really trying to reach out to the Latino community by mentioning different foods and businesses that they run. We'll get into whether or not that is offensive. I'm curious as to everyone's thoughts. But let's be honest, we should be thankful that her outreach didn't look something like this. Can we remember? Happy Cinco de Mayo, the best taco bowls are made in Trump Tower Grill. I love Hispanics, exclamation mark. At least there wasn't that, but people were still offended. So the National Association of Hispanic Journalists did write on Twitter, the NAHJ encourages FLOTUS and her communication team to take time to better understand the complexities of our people and communities. We are not tacos. Our heritage as Latinos is shaped by various diasporas, cultures, and food traditions. Do not reduce us to stereotypes. Now, that is a very good point. I think other people weighed in, giving the FLOTUS a little bit more credit. Rodrigo Bravo replying saying, you're lacking comprehension and context. She's literally called out other communities and their unique characteristics, Bronx Bodegas and Miami Flowers. She's in San Antonio, Texas, so of course she went with breakfast tacos. Is it corny? Yes, but it's hardly the offense. PR makes it. Of course, Marco Rubio of Florida was like, oh, I'm gonna get on this because there's nothing else important going on in the world and I don't wanna legislate or do my job. New profile pic. I think that's a Taco Bell taco, but I haven't had one since I was 11 and I ate too many and then puked. Anyway, David, attempt,
Francesca,
there was an attempt.
Are you saying you are anti-taco? Is that what you're saying?
Bell.
Oh, anti-Taco Bell. Okay, all right, I got that.
Yo no quiero Taco Bell is what I'm trying to say.
A couple of things here. Yes, it was kind of cringeworthy that she didn't say bodega, she said however she said it. But we're sort of left with a choice, right? Would we prefer that the First Lady not go to these Latino events, progressive events, and just sit back in the White House and send out tweets? And I'm so glad you pointed out what Donald Trump did with his taco ball. Or do we want her there with the chance that maybe she's gonna stumble over a word or two? And I would say, you know what? As cringeworthy as it might be, it's better to actually have her there, have her involved. And if she gets a word or two wrong or mispronounces it, whether it was intentionally a mistake, whatever it was, so be it. We're all learning something from this. And I think some people are just too easily offended.
Yeah, I mean, I think the breakfast tacos was like the sort of miss for me because the rest seemed like she was talking about entrepreneurship, immigrants like working hard and like setting up businesses, like the amount of bodegas. Yes, Miami flower sellers, which I didn't exactly get, but I mean, I guess everyone there got it. And then breakfast tacos, name something specific. Talk about like the most famous like breakfast taco spot in San Antonio. My big issue is that this is the same week of news that we now know that Joe Biden is basically going ahead with destroying what is called Friendship Park on the San Diego, US-Mexico border in San Diego, where many people meet, families from both sides of the border meet their loved ones that they're not able to see always, and that a Trumpian wall that was begun obviously under his presidency is now going to be continued by Joe Biden. That's the kind of stuff that I would rather focus on, obviously. And of course, like, all this other stuff is just window dressing, sort of like sad outreach. But the reality is, what is Joe Biden doing to actually truly fight for an end to, let's say, Title 42, truly fight for a pathway to citizenship? I mean, honestly, the guy's been a zero on this, just like he's been a zero on a lot of other issues. And Latino immigrants and undocumented folks, again, 11 million of them who live in this country, people who receive DACA, they're tired of waiting.